Hello to all my college football friends and fans out there. My friends, it is official. The College Football Committee has announced their top 12 playoff bracket. And for me, everybody knows that my team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. But I have been known to follow the Notre Dame Fighting Irish from time to time. All my Irish friends out there know that, Fighting Irish friends. And, well, I'm sorry to say, but the Notre Dame Fighting Irish were not picked for the top 12 football playoffs in college football 2025. And for me, the big thing was it was coming down to Alabama or Notre Dame. Now, how in the world could Alabama get destroyed by the Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC championship title game, 28-7, and basically did not move any spot? Going into that game against Georgia, Alabama was ranked 9. They get destroyed by the Dogs, which I predicted, and Alabama stays at 9, and they are the only three-loss team in the college football 12-team playoff format. Once again, the only three-loss team to make it. I disagree with this 100%. There is no way that Coach Kalen DeBoer's Bama team should have been the top 12. There's no way. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to advocate why Notre Dame should have been in there. Number one, Notre Dame had the better record. Notre Dame finished the regular season 10-2. They are an independent school, which means they do not get a chance to play in any conference game because they're independent. So Notre Dame, once again, finished 10-2. Notre Dame also finished off the season with a 10-game winning streak. Alabama, on the other hand, Bama's last 4 games that they have played, 2 wins and 2 losses. You think that is good enough to qualify for the top 12 college football playoff bracket? I do not think so, no. Not even close. Let's not forget that Bama lost their first game of the season to a Florida State Seminole team who is under 500 this season. They finished the regular season 5 games, 5 wins, 7 losses, and did not qualify for any bowl game because they failed to win 6 games. This is the team Bama lost to, and it just wasn't a loss. They got pummeled, 31-17. And I don't want to hear, which a lot of you Bama fans out there are arguing, that Bama did not get, why did Bama get penalized for playing in a conference championship game? Let me tell you this. Bama did not get penalized for playing in a conference championship game. Bama could have just taken care of their own business and taken care of their own destiny and just should have went out and just beat Georgia, okay, like they did earlier in the season. But they did not. Georgia cleaned their clock 28-7. And once again, the last 4 games that Coach Kalen DeBoer and Alabama has played, they are 2 wins and 2 losses in their last 4 games. Notre Dame, 10-0 on a 10-game winning streak. And they do not get picked for the top 12 college football playoff bracket. I don't understand it at all. And the 2 losses Notre Dame had were against 2 teams that are in the playoffs as we speak. First game of the year, Notre Dame dropped it to Miami 27-24. And the second game of the year against Texas A&M, who is in the playoffs, A&M defeated Notre Dame 41-40. So if you're going by that, Notre Dame lost 2 games by a total of just 4 points. Okay? And once again, Bama gets crushed by a under 500 team, the Seminoles, 31-17 on opening day. And then they get steamrolled by the Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC Conference Championship, 28-7. There is no way, I'm going to repeat it again, there is no way that Bama should have been picked over Notre Dame. I'm okay with the Miami Hurricanes getting in at 10-2. I'm okay with that. I really am, okay? Because if you're going to look at head-to-head, Miami did beat Notre Dame in the first game of the season, okay? And Miami also beat 4 top-rated ranked teams in their season. So I'm okay with Miami getting in. I am not okay with Bama getting in. And Notre Dame's 10-game win streak, they have beaten their opponents in that 10-game win streak by a total of 30 points or more each game. I don't know, my friends. I really don't. Once again, I don't know if just the name, the product, Alabama. I don't care. You got to go with who truly deserved it. And it was not Alabama. Once again, they are the only 3-loss team in the playoffs. The only team. Well, once again, I totally disagree. I know the College Football Committee, they got their hands full, and it's not easy to pick the top 12. You have Tulane at 11-2, okay, in the 11th spot that made it. And you have James Madison, who's a very good football program, James Madison, at 12-1. But once again, James Madison won their conference. I believe Tulane won their conference. Okay, so, bottom line, Alabama did not win their conference. It would have been different right now if Alabama would have maybe lost to Georgia by a touchdown or less. I would be thinking, okay, well, at least Bama kept it close in the SEC championship game. My friends, this game was ugly, okay? This game was ugly. I mean, Georgia had Bama up at one point 21-0. 21-0. Final score was 28-7. So you get beat by your opponent in a very important conference game by 3 touchdowns. There is no way you deserve to be in the playoffs. No way. And like I said, it's not so much how you start the season. It's how you finish a season. Okay? So Notre Dame started off 0-2. 2 losses, like I mentioned, to ranked teams that are in the playoffs, Miami and Texas A&M. But then after that, you couldn't beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame rallied off the next 10 wins to end the regular season at 10-2. So if you're going to say, Bama, keeps on saying, don't penalize us for making it to the SEC Conference Championship title game. Well, you know what, Bama? Only thing you had to do was just to take care of your own destiny and beat Georgia, and you would have been in. Once again, the committee thought that they deserved to be in anyways. I just do not understand how you could lose a game and not move any position, okay? Alabama was at 9. Alabama now is still at 9 after getting pummeled by the Georgia Bulldogs. I do not understand that. Truly don't. Coach Marcus Freeman, my friend, you definitely got the shaft in this, okay? There's no doubt about it. You should have been taking the spot of the Alabama Crimson Tide without a doubt. Once again, a 3-loss team, okay? If you're going to look at it, Notre Dame won 10 games. Alabama won 10 games, okay? But 2 out of the 3 losses were horrible, okay? Once again, getting pummeled by a under 500 Florida State Seminole team, and I'm going to keep on pushing that because it's true, and then getting pummeled in an SEC conference title game by 21 points to a team that you beat by a field goal earlier in the season, okay? So for me, this should have been a close game last night, but Coach Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs laid the lumber big time to Alabama. And I predicted that Georgia would win that game, and they sure did. But once again, all my Notre Dame friends out there, sorry to say, but you definitely got the shaft. Okay? Bottom line, you know, what are you going to do? College Football Committee obviously seen it a different way than I did. I wish they would have looked at it the way I did. You know, it's once again, it's not how you start the season, it's how you finish a season. And Notre Dame finished their season on a 10-game winning streak. Alabama right now, in their last 4 games, a measly 2 wins and 2 losses. Anyways, my friends, you figure it out. You tell me down below. Please comment down below if you think Alabama should have made the playoffs. I say no, but once again, they don't listen to Buckeye Vinny. The committee put Alabama in over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. My friends, if you like this video, please click on the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. Please check out Super Thanks on my program. And not only do I love to read your comments, but I love to get back to every comment that I do read. So please comment down below one more time. If you agree, should Alabama been in the playoffs? And the committee already voted on that they are in the top 12 college football format bracket playoffs. Like always, my friends, peace out. God bless you all. Click on my face right up here to subscribe. And until next time, keep on watching, keep on subscribing, and keep on liking. Buckeye Vinny is out of here.